everybody, it's Wootini from GayGamer.net, here with another one of my video podcasts. This is me hanging my head in shame because I did not keep my promise. Remember last time I said how I was gonna still try to finish Skyward Sword, and I had only played the beginning of Skyrim because I wasn't feeling very well and I needed something where I didn't have to move around too much. Well, I decided I was just gonna play a little bit more of Skyrim, and I should have known better, because you can't just play a little more of an Elder Scrolls game. Because every time you turn around, there's something new to explore, something pretty to look at, new people to talk to, new quests to undertake, and thus, yeah, I am now hopelessly addicted to Skyrim in a really bad way. I once again played my Nord Warrior that I usually play in these games. And although I will say that I'm using more magic this time around than I usually do. Usually I just use like the restoration spell to restore health. Like that's really kind of it. But this time, because you can have your sword here and you can quick switch between a shield or the different spells or whatever, I've been rather enjoying, you know, blasting people with fire than switching to a shield when they get up close and personal. So I've been using a lot of magic as well. But that's the fun thing about the Elder Scrolls games, is that you can do whatever you like. You can play it however you want. So, you know, I said, oh, I'm going to be a warrior, and I'm going to, you know, specialize in light armor and blah-de-blah. But if I wanted to, I could switch. I can use more magic. I can double-wield weapons, you know. I will say that I'm annoyed that I can't seem to find any decent swords that do a lot of damage yet. I mean, it's early days. I'm only, like, level 11. But, like, there's axes and maces, and all the ones that do the really good damage, the broadswords and the great axes and stuff, those are two-handed weapons, and I hate two-handed weapons. I like having the versatility of an additional spell or a shield. Plus, the two-handed weapons swing just really, really slowly, and that's not good for me when I'm under assault. I was thoroughly enjoying it, did a few side quests, joined the Companions, which seem to be the Fighters Guild of this game. But, unfortunately, I'm a little disappointed in the Companions. They started off really strong, but I didn't get a lot of, like, miscellaneous quests like I was hoping, so that I could, like, you know, gain experience and whatever. Suddenly they're like, okay, here's this mission, and we want you to meet us in the Underforge, and we have a secret to reveal to you. And I'm not going to reveal the secret here, because I don't want to spoil it for anybody who's not playing it. But suffice it to say that the Companions have a secret, but they didn't wait a really long time to reveal that secret, and then they want you to really become a companion, and I'm not ready for that level of commitment. I just wanted to do some assorted errands to build some skills up and raise levels. So I'm a little disappointed in that. I keep going back there to talk to Farkas and see if he has miscellaneous fetch quests for me to do, or a little go beat up that person. That was a little dismaying when the first mission was to go and beat up this woman, and they didn't tell you why. They just said, go beat her up. And I'm like, okay, that seems awkward, but I'll do it. But, like, every time I go back there looking for more work, they don't have anything to say to me. And I'm like, I don't want to do that mission, so don't think I'm going to do that mission. I feel like I should be able to do some more odds and ends. So I decided to simply move along and do some more of the main quest. And I traveled all the way to the mountain where you're supposed to go talk to the Greybeards. I can't remember the name of all the cities and towns and places and things. It's too much. I want to say it's like Ivasgard or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, you're supposed to go talk to the Greybeards about your new power. And I made my way all the way over there. I had a couple of encounters with saber-toothed tigers that ended badly for me, and I had to restart, you know, try again. And then I started up the stairs and to go talk to the Greybeards, and realized that, like, I was encountering monsters along the way, like a giant spider or whatever, and I was kind of getting my ass kicked, so I said, you know what, let me go back to Whiterun and do some more miscellaneous stuff, and level up some, and it was great. So now I'm back and I'm about to try the stairs again. I'm not really sure what level you need to be at or what would be a good time to do stuff. But I went back and I did some more miscellaneous quests and did some errands and went through some barrows, and it was great fun. And managed to get enough gold to buy a house, which is awesome. I wish you could furnish it like customized, but you'd have to buy prepackaged furniture, so... although I do appreciate that in this game, when you buy the house, it's a dump, and you have to fix it up. As opposed to, like, I remember in Morrowind, I had a house, and it was perfectly furnished right from the start, and what cracked me up is I played so much of Morrowind. I played Morrowind so much, and I did so many, like, because with Morrowind, I was doing there were temples and dungeons everywhere that I was exploring and coming up with all kinds of great weapons that I didn't feel like selling, and I didn't need to sell because I didn't need the money. So basically my house was full of piles and piles of weapons everywhere. Axes, swords, maces, bows, whatever. It was kind of ridiculous. This game, interestingly enough, I'm not finding it to be quite... I'm finding Skyrim to be a little bit more linear. I don't find myself like wandering off and just like walking from Whiterun to where the Greybeards are, the town I can't remember the name of. Like walking there, I encountered a couple of things, you know, a couple of bandits, a necromancer that I interrupted. Oops, sorry, I'll have to kill you now. But it's not like, oh, what's over here? Oh, it's a dungeon. Let me go. And then you get, like, with Morrowind, you'd be walking along and you're like, oh, what's that little building? And you're like, oh, it's a dungeon. And you would go into the dungeon, and then there's, like, hours of exploration in this dungeon with lots of treasure to find, monsters to kill, and experience to build, and, you know, I'm finding Skyrim is less like that. I guess maybe it's a little more realistic, that things aren't just, like, right there next to the road where you can see them and go, oh, hey, let me explore that. But there is a crap ton to explore in Skyrim, and, I mean, I'll never actually finish it. Though, since this one does feel a little bit more linear than the previous Elder Scrolls games, I have an inkling that this time I might make it through the main quest in a reasonable time. I don't know. Because, again, like I said, Mass Effect 3 is coming out, and everything is going to stop for that. And then I'll probably end up playing some more Skyrim again, because it's just hypnotic. I've got to try to kill a mammoth. I almost did, but then it went back and joined the other one, and I couldn't get it to come back away, and I didn't want to... Because when I tried again, then the giant came after me, and I need to find one without a giant, but I guess they're always in herds. I don't know. But eventually I will kill a mammoth. The last game I was playing stopped because I got killed by a bear. That was kind of irritating. But at least this time, the wild animals like the saber-tooth tigers and the bears, like, they'll pounce on you and they rip you to shreds. And somehow to me, that's less annoying than in Oblivion, when, like, you'd get too close to one of the Oblivion gates and, like, these powerful magical creatures would just pounce on you out of nowhere and kill you. That was irritating to me, and it bothered me that I didn't feel like I could really explore properly because it was too dangerous. Here, it's like almost more realistic that it's a crazy wild animal that's going to rip you to shreds. But I feel like there's less of it, so far it's less annoying. I don't know, like I said, I'm still at the beginning of the game, and loving it so much, and everything else is just, oh, whatever. Even that Disneyland game that I loved, I just keep playing Skyrim. I don't take it out of my Xbox. It's so sad. So, maybe next week I'll have played something else, or I'm going to end up doing another video podcast where I just talk all about my latest Skyrim adventures, which I'm not sure everyone's going to enjoy, so I will endeavor to have more to talk about next week. Sorry. See you then!